Good, but long meeting with the chairpersons of the House of Representatives in the Oval, and it went a little longer, but it went very well. Thank you all for being here. I'm accompanied by the Vice President and the Secretary of Treasury, Janet Yellen, and I want to talk today about our plan. And the January job numbers came out today, and while we're grateful for everyone who found work and is earning a paycheck, it's very clear our economy is still in trouble. We added just 6,000 private sector jobs in the country last month. Overall, we added 49,000 jobs. And this at a time when we have more than 10 million people out of work. 4 million people have been out of work for 6 months or longer. And 2.5 million women have been driven from the workforce. 15 million Americans are behind in the rental payments. 24 million adults and 12 million children literally don't have enough food to eat. These aren't Democrats or Republicans, they're Americans, and they're suffering. They're suffering not because of anything they did. Through no fault of their own, they're suffering. Once-in-a-century virus has decimated our economy, and it's still wreaking havoc on our economy today. And so much of it is still about the virus. We're still in the teeth of this pandemic. In fact, January was the single deadliest month of the whole pandemic. We lost nearly 100,000 lives. I know some in Congress think we've already done enough to deal with the crisis in the country. Others think that things are getting better and we can afford to sit back and either do little or do nothing at all. That's not what I see. I see enormous pain in this country. A lot of folks out of work, a lot of folks going hungry, staring at the ceiling tonight wondering, what am I going to do?
2023 begins with the less stimulus checks and more jobs in the market. Welcome to Updates Area YouTube channel. Stimulus checks' primary value was to provide assistance to those struggling during the pandemic in 2020. With losing jobs and homes, it was the least the government could do, and last payment was issued in March 2021. More than 4.5 million jobs were added in 2022 and employment spiked too. Though the inflation took a big bite, no more stimulus checks. Why? This question is already scary enough to keep up you at night. However, the truths are harder to digest. But this is an unexpected truth. There will be no more stimulus checks at all in 2023. With inflation moderating and the job market rising, there is no way another check will be issued by the federal government or the IRS. However, the IRS still issuing the previous checks, and this is great opportunity to claim them. Now only for those who have missed them. Economists warned the government officials in charge of decision making about stimulus checks. If more checks were issued, it will be difficult to control the cooling inflation, and there could be possibility of another lockdown because the viruses are spreading rapidly and China's few portions are already under lockdown and announced as a containment zone. The risks are still there, and the federal government needs to keep the money saved. If another pandemic hit, it will be beneficial then. And financial experts are confident that economic conditions will somehow deteriorate in the next 12 months. Though there is a hope for relief from higher living costs, which also a type of stimulus check, but the system of payment won't be the same. Still would be effective in paying bills and other everyday essentials, not completely useless. So that is it for today guys, and I hope you like the video. Please leave a like and also hit the subscribe button. I will see you next one. Bye bye.